The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, rise and grind DMV, you are waking up to a gloomy day out there as Tropical Storm Ophelia makes its way along the East Coast. So definitely keep it here. We'll talk more about that in just a bit.
And a Fairfax County mother was sentenced to 78 years for killing her two daughters. We'll have those details of what police recently released coming up. And several schools in Maryland are receiving a prestigious award for their academic progress. We'll hear from the superintendent of one of those schools about what this award means to them. But first, we are tracking Tropical Storm Ophelia. It's made landfall right here in the East Coast in North Carolina. You can see in this satellite video looking at that storm's movement. It made landfall at about 6:15 this morning. Now, while the eye of the storm hits North Carolina, we're seeing plenty of the impacts right here in the Northeast. Let's take you live outside right now. This is over the White House. You can see just how cloudy it is. Guys, it is the first day of fall, and while it feels like it does with the temperatures, it definitely doesn't look that way this morning. And this is what we're going to be dealing with all morning. Some rain, some winds, and some clouds. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Tosin Fakile. It is a DMV First Warn Day, and we have team coverage bringing you every angle of the severe weather we're about to deal with all day into tomorrow. And of course, we begin with weather forecaster Brittany Ward. So Brittany, when are we going to see the worst of the rain?
You know, we saw some early morning showers, and now the worst of it will be moving in as we head through the afternoon. So it's important for you guys to stay weather aware. Here's a look at satellite and radar showing you the last couple of hours across the DMV. Notice we saw light to moderate showers work their way across the district, now moving further off north into Frederick, portions of Hagerstown, and then just southern Maryland there in Charles County as well as Culver County. You guys are starting to see a break in those showers, and that will be the trend as we head through the first or the second half of your morning before showers again return as we head through the rest of your day. And it's all thanks to Tropical Storm Ophelia, officially made landfall at 6:15 this morning. We are holding on to the outer bands of Ophelia, but this will continue to track north as we head through the afternoon into the evening. Still going to be giving us some gusty winds as well as heavy downpours. So again, be mindful of that if you do have any outdoor activities today. When we talk about those rainfall totals, we already saw about an inch there in Culver County, 3/4 of an inch as you head over just south to Dale City. A little over 3/4 of an inch here in the nation's capital, and a little over 1/4 of an inch there in Hagerstown. And these rain totals, their radar estimated, they are expected to increase as we head through your day today. So if you see a flooded roadway, to turn around, do not drown. Now, because of the rain totals, the Weather Prediction Center does have much of the DMV under a slight risk when it comes down to excessive rainfall as you head further off to the north in the mountain counties. You guys are under a marginal risk. Rain totals look to range between an inch to about 4 inches of rain, especially with the biggest threat being in our southern counties. So definitely keep it here. We'll talk more about that, guys, in just a bit.
All right, thank you, Brittany. Let's take a look at the satellite video right now looking at Tropical Storm Ophelia. It's made landfall this morning, and the National Weather Service is warning people living in North Carolina, Maryland, and Virginia to be extra cautious this weekend. And the DMV is under several advisories and warnings. Let's go out now as our team coverage continues with Yamari Sase. She's joining us out of Oxon Hill. And Yamari, it seems like the rain and the wind is picking up where you are at right now. So what does it look like?
Yeah, currently at this moment, it's kind of calmed down. You know, early this morning around 6 a.m., the rain was coming down very, very hard, very strong winds. Now, the rain has slowed down a little bit, but the winds has not stopped. Very strong winds blowing left and right here at the National Harbor in Oxon Hill, Maryland. Now, we are also under a wind advisory, so later on today, be aware that you may have some power outages, some trees may come down, so just be aware about that. And we're also in a flood advisory meaning that you could expect some flooding across the DMV area, especially here in Prince George's County. So just be aware of that. Make sure that you're not driving into that flood. If you do see some flooding in the area, turn around. And as I mentioned earlier, this is honestly a great weekend to stay indoors. We don't know what we can expect when it comes to this heavy storm, but a lot of rain, so I would just say let's stay indoors this weekend. But as I mentioned right now, pretty calm a little bit. The rain is starting to pick back up, but we will continue to keep you updated about this heavy storm across the DMV area. So for now, we're looking kind of okay, but later on, we don't know what we could expect. So I just say everyone stay inside this weekend. For now, reporting in Oxon Hill, Maryland, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
That's good advice from Yamari. Thank you to you and Joe for being out there. We'll check back in with you soon. Meanwhile, lots of outdoor plans are canceled around the DMV because of the weather. First, the Celebrate Petworth Festival, organizers say they're looking to possibly reschedule for later this year. The Anacostia River Splash, the first swim in the river in 50 years, postponed for the second time because of bad weather. Virginia Pride Fest is also canceled. Organizers are hoping to find a new date later this year. But Sunday's Tegan and Sarah concert, that is still going on. Today's Washington Nationals game has been pushed to tomorrow. And in Charles County, the La Plata Walk to End Alzheimer's will be moved to a later date. But lots of events, they're pushing through the rain. First, Fiesta DC. It's at this time still scheduled to happen. Also planning to still go on. The Great Frederick Fair, today's the last day, and organizers say they will remain open. In the National Zoo's Panda Palooza, the big goodbye to the pandas as they head back to China, that is continuing on a rainy day schedule. And for more weather updates and the latest forecast throughout the weekend, make sure to download the DC Weather Now app on your phone. You can also visit our website, DCNewsNow.com, for the latest updates. We're going to go to breaking news right now at 8:05, and Maryland officials are cleaning up a train derailment in Prince George's County. Take a look at your screen. This happened near Baltimore Avenue and Emerson Street in Hyattsville around 1:30 this morning. You can see multiple cars off the tracks. PG County fire officials say people on the train were not injured, and there's no threat to the public. No fires or gas leaks have been reported, but there was a small fuel spill that happened. We'll continue to follow the story and stay on top of it and bring you the latest. All right, 8:06. A Northern Virginia mother sentenced to 78 years in prison on Friday for murdering her 15 and 5-year-old daughters. Veronica Youngblood was arrested in 2018 after shooting her 2 daughters in their apartment in McLean. Authorities say she fed them melatonin gummies before shooting them in their beds. Youngblood's insanity defense at trial was rejected. Prosecutors said the killings were premeditated and the mother bought that gun she used a week before. The Rockville Police Department will hold a drug buyback event today. It's part of their Rockville 411 Goes Purple campaign to raise awareness and encourage conversations about opioid addictions. The drive-up event will be at the city station from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., where officers will collect your unwanted and unused prescription drugs. If you live in Potomac, Maryland, here's some exciting news. The Potomac Community Center is opening a new outdoor fitness park this weekend. Rain or shine, the community leaders say they'll cut the ribbon on the park on Sunday at 1 p.m. The outdoor area will be above the community center playing fields. It has handicap accessibility with access to different fitness activities throughout the year. All right, at 8:07, a Virginia congresswoman will not run for re-election after learning of a recent diagnosis. She suffers from a rare neurological disorder similar to Parkinson's. Representative Jennifer Wexton was originally diagnosed with Parkinson's back in April. She is now learning of a new diagnosis called progressive supranuclear palsy. Medical experts say it impacts body movements, walking, balance, and eye movements. Virginia lawmakers are reacting to the news.
Well, I think by giving everybody a heads up, folks on both sides of the aisle will have a chance to make plans if they want to run.
We're wishing her well, and Wexton plans to serve the remainder of her term in office. Afterwards, she'll be spending time with her family. Over to PG County there, where a community is mourning the loss of an Oxon Hill baker for 33 years. His sweet treats at Desserts by Gerard put smiles on the faces of many. Our Yamari Sase was on the ground yesterday speaking with the community about his lasting impact.
He was a very down-to-earth, good-hearted, good man.
He's the craziest, goofiest, most hardworking man I know.
Gerard Hewitt, a husband, father, grandfather, and the man behind the staple in Prince George's County, Desserts by Gerard.
he was so in love with what he was doing that you could see it, and people came for that.
Hewitt and his wife met in France and fell in love. Eventually, they settled down and opened up Desserts by Gerard 33 years ago in Oxon Hill.
But he was totally committed to us and totally committed to the community and totally committed to his employees.
The 65-year-old bakery owner passed away from complications as he was recovering from surgery.
I know it's gonna be tough. It's gonna suck for a long time. He was so kind and generous and, had such a giving heart to anyone.
Now flowers, letters, and balloons sit outside the closed bakery, reminding those of the impact he's had on so many.
I saw the impact growing up, but I think it really takes on a new meaning at a time like this. I'm really sorry for everyone that doesn't get this anymore.
Gerard's unique touch will forever be missed.
Phenomenal, you know what I mean? People would brag about how good this is. This is delicious.
Everybody loved him.
A memorial will be held on October 6th at Callis Funeral Home in Oxon Hill. The family is accepting donations for their employees. Reporting in Prince George's County, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
And several Maryland schools are now recognized as National Blue Ribbon Schools. It's an honor given to recognize a school's academic progress. One of those schools is Smithsburg Middle School in Washington County.
It's just a strong leadership team with a very committed staff.
We have it built into our schedule where we can meet with our content area teams several times a week to plan lessons, make sure that every student has a book that they like in their hands.
Montgomery, Queen Anne, Allegheny, and Frederick counties also had winning schools. All right, it is 8:10, and if you have looked out your window, it is raining, it is windy, and that is because of Tropical Storm Ophelia that has made landfall.
Yeah, overall, that's going to be the common trend as we head through your day today. But let's not forget, it is the first day of fall. We officially rung in the fall equinox today at about 2:50 a.m. And honestly, it's going to feel like fall out there as those temperatures will be struggling to get out of the 60s. So let's take a look at your weekend forecast as we head through your day today. DMV first warm day, highs in the nation's capital will be in the mid 60s. We're going to be dealing with the rain. We're also going to be dealing with the gusty winds. We could also see some severe weather as we head through the afternoon. We're holding on to the alert as we head through your Sunday, mainly due to the fact of the gusty winds early Sunday morning, and then we'll drop the alert by Sunday afternoon with highs mainly getting into the upper 60s to lower 70s. So definitely keep it here. We'll talk more about that forecast in just a bit.